What's going on, YouTube? You know who it is. This is Lightbray, Guerrero, and you know it's me, Don Mega, in the building. But it's Catch These Facts, and you know what I'm saying? We got this mock draft going on 2.0, and we're gonna see over the weeks how our opinions have changed on this and everything like that. Once again, you know what I mean? Smash that like button, subscribe to us, you know. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started with Guerrero, man. How's that 2.0 coming on?
My 2.0 has changed a lot due to a lot of things going on, trades, signings, just people coming out saying what they want. So at my number one pick, I got the Cardinals, sticking with the number one, but drafting Kyler Murray out of Oklahoma, QB. They've said it. They're already shopping Josh Rosen around. I mean, I think that's a locked-in deal. And then coming in at number two, I got San Francisco. Now, see, I got San Francisco going for Nick Bosa out of Ohio State. And reason being, I think it's more cemented now that, they just traded with the Kansas City Chiefs for D Ford. So you put D Ford on one side, Nick Bosa on the other side. You got some great pass rushers right there to help that out, help build that defense. So then going into number three with the Jets. With the Jets, I got them picking up Kentucky boy Josh Allen, edge rusher as well, because, they were trying to sign Anthony Barr, but he decided to stay with the Vikings. So, they lost out on him. They got C.J. Mosley. But I think them picking up Josh Allen is to fill that pass rusher spot that I think they were trying to plan for Anthony Barr, but due to him opting out of that, so that kind of cements it there. Now, see, with the Raiders, I had a little difficulty here, and this is where I've made a little bit of a difference here. I have them picking up Quinnen Williams from Alabama, defensive line. I think, they got 3 first-round picks. They can make moves and stuff. They got Antonio Brown, so they filled that receiver spot. They may end up picking someone else up to get some sort of defensive pass rusher, but I think they also need to help that middle line on the defensive side, pressure the center and whatnot. So I got them getting Quinnen Williams. Now with the number 5 pick, so let me explain this real quick before I say what I went here. So the draft, I feel, is very defensive heavy. Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
So the Bucks have the number 5 pick, but I have them trading the number 5 pick to the Bengals for the number 11 pick. And I have the Bengals jumping up to number 5 to jump in front of the Giants to steal Dwayne Haskins out of Ohio State.
You think that they're not going you think they're really going quarterback though?
I think
Jameis Winston, and they've been backing him for his whole career.
That's just it. I think the Bucks are going to trade away the 5th pick and trade down to the 11th pick to pick up that offensive tackle boy. And the Bengals are going to trade up to the number 5 to steal Dwayne Haskins. Haskins fits.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, he fits Zach Taylor's offensive scheme. Zach Taylor came out and says he likes Haskins. The Red Rocket, Andy Dalton, he's getting up there in age. He's not that A-list quarterback. He's a good quarterback, but Dwayne Haskins, he's either ready to play or he'll be good to sit behind Andy Dalton, who's a decent QB and can do something later. So that's what I have. I have the Bucks trading down to the 11th pick and the Bengals trading up for Dwayne Haskins to steal him away.
I like that take about Andy Dalton, though. I like that because I used to love Andy Dalton, and he's just not lived up to anything in the postseason, nothing. But anyway, I digress.
So then after that, so now with that wrench thrown in the draft there, coming in at number 6 is the Giants. Now, a lot of people thought they would get Dwayne Haskins, but with the Bucks trading down and the Bengals trading up to steal him, I see the Giants going after Rashawn Gary, the edge out of Michigan, because they traded Odell Beckham, to the Browns, but along with that trade, they also traded Olivier Vernon, their defensive rusher as well. So they need to replace that. And, like I said, this is a very defensive heavy draft.
To the Browns also.
Yeah. This is a very defensive heavy draft, so they need to like replace that guy with these, elite defensive players that are in the top 10 before they start thinking about replacing Odell. So that's what
Yeah.
I got them going for. Now with the Lions, I feel like, this guy that they're going to draft is to build off of, Trey Flowers and Jonathan Jones that they signed in the offseason and free agency. And I think they're going to go after Devin White, at the eighth. Oh, wait. Yeah, at the eighth pick, they're going to go after Devin White, linebacker out of LSU. And that's just to build off that. But I did skip the Jags, and the Jags, I really didn't have much to say about this kid. I think he just showed up in the combine, but I know
Combine.
I know the Jags haven't have the seventh pick, and they'll get Montez Sweat out of Mississippi State just to build up their defense. So I see the Jags doing that. But like I said, I feel like the Lions have with the eighth pick is going to get Devin White to build off that Trey Flowers and Jonathan Jones signing. To help build that defense. Now with the Bills, originally I had the Bills going after DK Metcalf, but I changed that now because Kyle Williams is retiring. He's retired. So they lost that defensive lineman. So I think they're gonna go after Ed Oliver from Houston. Because they're losing Kyle Williams. Been with the Bengals since been with the Bills since what 2003, I think. He's been there for a minute. So I think they're gonna replace him and really concentrate on their defense because can't win games without defense. A lot of
Yeah,
other
you're right.
teams have the defense.
Hey, now which spot are you at now?
That was the ninth pick, so I'm at number
Ninth
10
pick.
now.
All right, bet. All right, cool, cool.
So with the 10th pick, I got the Broncos going after Drew Lock, QB out of Missouri. And the reason I got them going after Drew Lock is because I know they just got Flacco. But there's been a lot of rumors out there that Elway had a big interest in Drew Lock and everything. Like he really liked the kid. And let's face it, Flacco is not the long term solution for Denver. He's not.
No,
He's
not at
up
all.
there in
No, not even
age.
close.
He could be a quick fix, but I mean these past couple of years he hasn't been playing that well, so it might not be a quick fix. And I think having Drew Lock back there to either learn or maybe step in if Flacco goes down, kind of like what happened in Baltimore with Lamar Jackson. He had to step up and he took the reins from there. So I mean that's my draft right there. Like I said,
Okay,
there's a lot of
okay.
changes there, and there's a couple trades that I didn't have last time, and that's just because it's a lot defensive heavy draft. So I can see the Bengals trying to trade up and steal Haskins
And
away from the Giants.
I like that little twist on it. Yeah, I like that. I didn't even think of that because Andy Dalton is let's face it, he's kind of washed, and I loved Andy Dalton so much. I did, but he's kind of washed. But I really like that. So, Light man, what you got? What you got going for us right now, man? What's your 2.0 looking like?
Alright, so mine definitely changed, but pretty much like for the same, I pretty much agree with Guerrero on the first four picks. So with the Cardinals, I have them taking Kyler Murray. The 49ers, I have them taking Nick Bosa. The Jets, I have them taking Josh Allen. And Oakland, I have them taking Quentin Williams. Uh, at number five, the Bucks, I have them staying, and I have them selecting Devin White just because of the fact that they lost Kwan Alexander, and they need a linebacker. So I think they're gonna stay and go ahead and select Devin White. It only makes sense. The Giants, I think the Giants stay, get Dwayne Haskins. Um, the Jaguars, especially with them signing Nick Foles, I think they're going to go ahead and select Jawan Taylor, the offensive tackle, just to help out that offensive line and protect Foles. With the Lions, especially with them signing Trey Flowers, I think they're going to go ahead and try and solidify that other pass rush. So they'll go with Montez Sweat. It just makes sense to me. I mean, Trey Flowers, Montez Sweat be a nice little combination on the edge. And the Bills, I have them taking Rashawn Gary. Like you said, Kyle Williams is retiring, getting old. They need to find a replacement. And with the Denver Broncos, I have them taking T.J. Hawkinson, the tight end out of
Okay.
I can't think of where he's out of. I think it's Iowa, or I could be wrong, but I think it makes sense.
Doesn't Iowa have those two tight ends that are real nice?
Yeah. Him and Noah Fant.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to go with him and help Flacco out. I think they're going to wait on selecting a quarterback in like the second or third round.
Okay. I like that. This is a little twist. This is the 2.0, you know what I mean? More information. But I just don't think Arizona is taking Kyler Murray. I don't think that they're going to do that. I don't see that.
Why?
I mean, like, I think they're just like pumping up that first pick. I think they're just pumping that first pick up.
Pumping it up enough to trade away their first round pick last year?
No, they're going to get more picks off that first round number 1 pick, bro. They're going to trade that pick away. They're not getting rid of Rosen, bro. They're not getting rid of Rosen. I just don't see it.
They've already came out and shopped it. There's 3 teams that want Rosen.
Yep.
Yeah, but they're just shopping. Like, it's just like, they're not going to change it up like that. Rosen, he's a good quarterback. He got beat up last year, and I think that actually, like, with a couple years under his belt, he'll actually be all right. I think Larry Fitzgerald will probably retire by the time he's actually good, which is a shame because I love Larry Fitzgerald. But, yeah, I don't know. I just don't think they're going to do it. But, I mean, we'll see that. We'll do that on the wrap-up. You know what I mean? Like, so, we'll see if I'm right or not. But, yeah, definitely YouTube. Just leave your comments and your suggestions on what we should talk about, and just leave comments on what we talked about. This is Catch These Facts, but we are not. We're just some regular Joes just doing what we do for the community and the people. So just go ahead, like that, subscribe to that, and we'll catch y'all later.